some people. So, what is the vagus nerve and why is it so important? And why are you so passionate about it? Like, if you were to share that with
Hmm.
people.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. So out of our brain comes, I think it's like 12 nerves. Most of them to the face, your ocular, all of the different facial ones too are the vagus nerves. Now, it's very interesting. The vagus nerve is the only nerve in our body. If you cut it, sever it, you die. So
Wow.
it is super interesting, and we didn't
Wow.
realize, yeah, and doctors have been looking for decades to figure out how they could activate that vagus nerve because it's the inside processor for all of our organs, every single organ. So when we've got like with our body, we've got hearing, smelling, seeing. That's feeding all the information to our body what it needs. Inside, what's feeding the information to our brain from all of our organs is the vagus nerve. So that's why it's just been so important. We didn't realize that so many things were affected from brain to gut and literally everything in between is affected by that. So it
Wow.
is our internal processor. It affects our breathing. It affects your heart rate. It affects so all these issues
Wow.
that people are having, even more current issues that have seemed to pop up, the vagus nerve is playing a huge role in recovering that. So you're not dealing with like with pharmaceuticals. You're going to take something to stop that heart arrhythmia or a messed up
Right.
signal that's giving you
Right.
the bloating or whatever it is, right? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and
I'm
then
just taking
and
notes.
okay. And so, but what happens is when you can affect the vagus nerve and when you can activate it, then that is affecting all of the processes. 1,100 sub processes in our body are run by the vagus nerve. So that's the
Wow.
importance. That is the importance that is playing. And that's why so many people are like, oh, I do all these tests. Everything came back normal. My thyroid numbers came back normal. My heart, there's nothing wrong with my heart, but I'm still having all these palpitations. And the biggest thing is that the body it is not at nighttime, especially, it's not going into rest and digest. So the vagus nerve affects our body going from fight or flight or getting her done all day. So we need that, not to minimize that. But our bodies are made when the sensors are working properly, when the signals are working properly from the brain to the organs, then it gets the signal when you lay down to move into the parasympathetic nervous system part, which is where your body starts to heal, starts to digest, starts to
Right.
get rid of the debris
Yep.
from your brain, from all of that. What they're finding now is people's bodies are not switching at bedtime. So there's a lot of factors for that. We don't need to go down all those rabbit holes, but that is what's happening. Your body is staying constantly, sometimes 24 hours a day in fight or flight mode, even when you're trying to sleep. So,
Wow.
um, it's just been really exciting to see what is so affected. All your bowel issues,
Mm.
they even have little implants now that they'll use for Crohn's and colitis. Total game changer.
Wow.
Once again, that's activating the vagus nerve, and they're realizing all of the processes are affected by that vagus nerve. So
Wow.
yeah, that's your body's software. It's like the internet
Mhm.
in your body.
So
So
I
it
was
is
thinking.
super important. Yeah, yeah. And or the one I know the one doctor was explaining it really well. He said it's the conductor of an orchestra.
Huh.
So part of the orchestra is supposed to play this beautiful rhythm through the day, keeping you
Hmm.
active, keeping you going, and then and then you start to move into nighttime, and the other part of the orchestra is supposed to come up and start playing and being in rhythm and in sync
I love it.
for the parasympathetic nervous system, your sympathetic and parasympathetic. So when that's out of whack, you're getting just so much, you're getting inflammation, and you're getting
Mm.
a cytokine, just explosion, right? Um,
Wow.
which they're saying disease, I mean, it's inflammation. And
Right.
so that's what you're getting. You're not getting that
Wow.
communication back and forth properly, to put your body into rest and digest. So that's been really exciting to learn that, because it just, like, it, all these things, and you do the neurone coding, all those, it's just so exciting, all these pieces that can come together when
Yes.
somebody is like, what's going on here? I'm doing the right things.
Right. Well, and they come together. What I love about the way that you're doing it and the way that you're showing up is they come together without medicine. They come together because medicine is, it doesn't necessarily go to the root, it just solves the symptom or mitigates the symptom or lessens the symptom. And what I love about what you're doing is it goes straight to that,